Hello and welcome back to another round of Eureka entertainment announcements. I'm going to be running through the pretty stacked May 2023 release slates from Eureka, from both Eureka Classics and now, after what will be at the time that these releases come out, a 3-month drought of the Masters of Cinema collection. But I think what they have in offer seems to more than make up for that. First and foremost, we're getting 3 spine numbers in 1 month, so that's something. Anyway, so let's just dive in. There's 3 releases to talk about, and a lot of people have been talking about them. There's been a fair amount of buzz this month, more than most recent announcements, I think, the past couple, even though I think they've been stellar in terms of the releases as I've kind of watched them as they've come out and stuff. But in terms of anticipation, this one certainly has got a lot of people talking, which is kind of exciting. So right out the gate, Massive Cinema spine numbers will be 274 to 276. Andrzej Żuławski, 3 films from 1971 to 1988. So these are 3 Polish films from the Polish filmmaker Andrzej Żuławski. I've tried to find the best pronunciation. Okay, I tried. It's close, I think. So we have 3 films here that have been highly praised by people online. I'd never heard of this director before, but once this was kind of rumored a few months ago, once Eureka were teasing it on Twitter, people clearly hold this guy's films in pretty high esteem. And I'm all about world cinema. I'm all about seeing more European cinema. So for me, that's exciting, I'm trying to think of like the Polish films I have seen, and I think it really is limited. I'm trying to think of, I've already forgotten the director's name. But the 2 films I can think of in recent memory that I've seen from Poland are Ida and Cold War. 2 of the best films I've ever seen. I think it's the same director as well. Either way. So my record of watching Polish films is fairly high in quality, low in quantity. I'm looking forward to seeing more, and the difference of the 3 films here seems very interesting to me. So the first one we have is The Third Part of the Night. This is Żuławski's highly influential debut feature film. It's about a man during the Nazi occupation of Poland. His family is killed, and he decides to join the resistance, but descends into madness after encountering a doppelganger of his murdered wife. Sounds like a very loaded plot, to say the least. Then we have The Devil, which is a violent tale of satanic seduction during the Prussian invasion of Poland in the 17th century, which proved so controversial upon release that it was banned for 16 years. And then finally, On the Silver Globe, which is Żuławski's masterpiece about a team of astronauts who land on a desolate planet and start a new society. When filming was 80% complete, the Polish government ordered the production to be shut down and all the negatives to be destroyed. Miraculously, the original film reels were preserved, and 10 years later the film was presented at the Cannes Film Festival to great acclaim. So we're talking like sci-fi, we're talking like 17th century, like Satanism, and then we're talking like World War II, Nazi occupation of Poland, man going mad. There's a lot going on there. And the variety of it I find, again, intriguing, to use a different word than interesting. So this was a limited edition set, 3,000 copies in a limited edition hardbound slipcase. All films presented in 1080p from definitive 4K restorations. Newly translated subtitles for all the films by Daniel Bird, which were approved by the director before his death in 2016. There's the 2021 documentary Escape to the Silver Globe, an acclaimed documentary on the production history of On the Silver Globe. A new audio commentary by Daniel Bird on the Silver Globe. Michael Brook on The Third Part of the Night, a brand new interview. And then another one from Michael Brook for The Devil. And then a new video piece by Daniel Bird on the cinematography of On the Silver Globe. And then another video piece by Daniel Bird on the costumes and props of On the Silver Globe. So it seems like On the Silver Globe is the one that's getting the lion's share of attention here, with a video piece on the costumes, a video piece on the cinematography, a new documentary short using previously unseen archival footage from the filming of that film, and an audio commentary and a documentary on its production. That's the one that seems to be getting a lot of attention. And then there is a brand new interview or interviews with Lukas Żuławski and then Adam Żuławski. I'm assuming the sons of the director himself. And then it comes with a 60-page collector's book featuring new essays and archival material. This just looks great. I'm really excited by this one. It's more journeys into the unknown, and looking at the trailer, these look like very well shot films that are very stark, and they grab you with their imagery. And that's really the feeling that I get, but I'm looking forward to just seeing for myself when this comes out in May. So very, very excited for this one. And this one comes out on the 22nd of May, 2023. Moving into a different direction here, we have another kind of, it's not a box set, but it's a multi-film release. This is Hopping Mad, the Mr. Vampire sequels, from 1986 to 1989. Directed by Ricky Lau and Lam Ching-ying. I believe Ricky Lau directs most of the films on this set, and then the final spin-off kind of movie is directed by Lam Ching-ying. So I don't know anything about these movies other than that they're vampire films and they're part of the hopping vampire genre, which was popularized, I believe, with the original Mr. Vampire in 1985. So I haven't seen it. I haven't got it either, and now all of a sudden, because of this set, I want to get the slipcover version, which I can't even find on eBay. So that's going to bug me. But now that I'm down this rabbit hole of Hong Kong cinema, specifically 80s Hong Kong cinema, I'm very intrigued by this, and just the pedigree of the actors involved across the films here. So we have Mr. Vampire 2, Mr. Vampire 3, Mr. Vampire 4, and Vampire versus Vampire. So I believe, like most Hong Kong film series, these are like loose sequels at the best of times. But the majority of them are directed by Ricky Lau, from what I understand. And obviously they're popular. And what was I going to say? There's another film called Mr. Vampire 1992, which apparently the rights are tied up with Warner Brothers, from what I understand. But yeah, just the people involved, actors who I'm now becoming familiar with and liking in films, and now it's like, oh, they're in the film. Now I'm extra interested. So Lam Ching-ying for one, Yuen Biu, Wu Ma, Richard Ng, Yuen Wah. I'm seeing all these names. I'm going, yep. That makes me more interested. I love Wu Ma. I love Yuen Biu. I've only seen Richard Ng in one film before, but I thought he was fantastic and really grabbed my attention and entertained me. So looking forward to seeing him in a different film. And then Lam Ching-ying, I thought, was a great part of the cast in The Dead and the Deadly. So, and I believe he plays a major part in most of these movies. So this is a limited edition, 2,000 copies Blu-ray, with a slipcover featuring new artwork by Darren Whelan. Mr. Vampire 2 and 3 are from 2K restorations, and then Mr. Vampire 4 and Vampire vs. Vampire come from brand new HD restorations. Cantonese and English audio options on all films, newly translated English subtitles for all films as well. We get audio commentaries on Mr. Vampire 2 and Vampire vs. Vampire by Asian film expert Frank Zheng. And then we have audio commentaries on Mr. Vampire 3 and 4 by Mike Galida and Arna Venema. So you got some really good audio commentaries, I would say almost guaranteed with that group of people who I'm becoming very familiar with now and really enjoy their informative and interesting commentaries. Then there's a brand new video piece on the history and resurgent popularity of the Jiangxi genre. And then there's a reversible sleeve featuring original poster artwork and trailers and a collector's book with new writing on the films and the genre by James Oliver. So this looks great. This really does. I enjoy those kinds of films as I've seen them. And it kind of ties in with the third and final release I'm going to be talking about, but these ones seem like very campy, very kind of goofy fun. And if it's anywhere in the vein of The Dead and the Deadly, I'm on board, So yeah, this is definitely one to pick up, but I need to get. I don't need to, but I really want to get the slip-covered version of Mr. Vampire that came out a couple of years ago. But if it's too expensive, I probably won't kind of, make that plunge. Make that plunge, take the plunge, make that decision. I don't know. But I feel like I need to see the first one first as well. So hopefully before this comes out, I can go and do that. So this also comes out on the 22nd of May, 2023. And then the third and final release is another Hong Kong film. It's from 1994, directed by Ringo Lam, which apparently is the only film in the wuxia genre that he directed. I've looked at the plot synopsis on the Eureka website and on Wikipedia, and I can't even then find a quick way to summarize it other than a guy gets captured and sent to this kind of temple fortress and is tortured, and then he has to escape and help his fellow monks to also escape. But I watched the trailer, and it kind of reminds me, just little shades there, of a Chinese ghost story. I'm not saying I think it's going to be like that, but knowing that Troy Hark produced it, just the vibe of it, I don't know, I like that kind of, the cinematography, the look, the feel, and the kind of, the blending of kind of martial arts stuff and, you know, just over the top flips and, you know, horror elements. I'm really intrigued by this one, and I think that I need to start just seeing more and more variety of these films, you know, so as these things are coming out now, like the Girls with Guns genre stuff, like the In the Line of Duty series, like The Dead and the Deadly, and then the Mr. Vampire stuff, and then this, which seems a bit more serious, but at the same time still kind of campy. I don't know. I'm just, at the moment, I'm kind of like, my brain's all like, anything Hong Kong related, just plug it into my veins at this point, you know. So this one, I'm definitely, they describe it as, you know, Burning Paradise is a dark fantasy epic filled with shocking violence and incredible choreography. I'm kind of in on that description. Another limited edition slipcover featuring new artwork by Darren Wheeling, a 2K restoration of the film's original 35mm camera negative, Cantonese and English audio options, newly translated English subtitles, a commentary from Frank Zheng, and a brand new interview with actor Wong Kam Kong, who stars in the film, and an archival interview with Troy Hark, along with an original theatrical trailer and a limited edition collector's booklet featuring new writing by James Oliver. That slipcover is gorgeous. I love that. I really, really like that a lot. So, Burning Paradise comes out 29th of May, 2023. I'm excited. I just think that it's a nice variety, you know, and I'm really getting into the Hong Kong stuff. Did I mention that once or twice? Whole video, every video I make now, I'm talking about how much I'm falling in love with Hong Kong cinema. But yeah, so I'm excited for those ones. Need to get to the first Mr. Vampire if I can. I should probably just buy the regular version and just not be a complete tit over the fact that it doesn't have a bloody slipcover. But the main course, the big announcement for me is we're getting another massive cinema release, but it's a box set, and we're getting 2 cases inside it. It's going to feel like a proper nice substantial release, and 3 films from a director I've never seen before: world cinema, European cinema, 4K restorations, ton of extras. Clearly it's a passion project, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one the most, I think. So May is going to be a pretty good month, but I'm still looking forward to March and April. There seems to be a lot of good stuff coming. I'm really still loving what they're doing. I don't know, they're hitting this nice stride for me where it's like, there's a seesaw thing going on in Eureka at the moment, and I'm quite enjoying each way that it turns, I have to say. So that's it. That's my thoughts on the announcements for May of 2023 from Eureka. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know which ones you're looking forward to in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.